Indy ground, Allegiant 633 requesting pushback. Allegiant 633 pushback request accepted.
Welcome back to Point 2 Gaming, your pod of the virtual skies, back in Flight Sim. And had an idea earlier, because I live kind of near a what used to be an abandoned airfield. So I'm going to kind of visit some airfields that are either non-existent anymore in the sim, and airfields that are kind of lesser known around Indiana, because I kind of live in Indiana for the time being. But then we might find some seaplane bases. I'll look some up. So I'm in an icon. I was looking it up. I guess you can't land in Eagle Creek Reservoir, which kind of makes sense because I guess I gotta release my brakes. Go. Let's get a little bit taller here. Oh dang, we're going quick.
Indy ground icon Alpha Sierra
No,
X-ray
I don't
Golf
wanna talk
Sierra
to you.
with whiskey request taxi for takeoff straight out departure.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. No, that's the transponder. Here we go.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 2 tree right via taxiway Bravo. Cross runway tree 2
I'm
Bravo
not going to
icon
2-3
X-ray
right.
Golf
I'm
Sierra.
going to 1-4. This thing taxis quick. A couple E-170s over there. I'm going to 1-4. I'm not going to 2-3 right. I'm not taxiing all the way down there. We're going to runway right here. Perfectly good runway. They did not do a surface check. Let's do a quick surface check. Rudder pedals. Make the nose dance a little bit here. Back on the center line. Hoping my mic won't be in my way here. Alright, what is a clearance anyways? Let's just stroll on out here. Runway 14. We're not doing anything proper today, we're just sightseeing. There we go. Rotate. Gear up. There's the Indy skyline. There's the default terminal. Looks nothing like the terminal.
Indianapolis approach icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type icon 1 miles northeast of Indianapolis,
I want
1,000
you
feet.
to shut
Request
up.
clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Squawk 5621 icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
I'm gonna go make a left-hand turn. Try to go to the nearest airport list so I can come on.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Alright. Nearest airport list. It's Eagle Creek. There we go. Not a whole lot of traffic at Eagle Creek. There's a little shadow down there. Alright. Hopefully the trim buttons are the same. Trying to trim it up here. Alright, so we're going to go to a couple just north-ish of here. Indy International sits awkwardly. It doesn't sit north, east, west, or south. It just kind of sits at an angle. heading first to the Speedway Airport, which I drove by where it used to be today, and it's just warehouses now. I mean, there's no remnants of it anymore. I saw when they tore it out. I remember watching planes fly out of there when I was like 5. Because there's a drag strip next to it. My dad used to take me to drag races. I used to watch planes fly out of it when my dad was watching the race. I was watching airplanes. Which makes a lot of sense. Here. Which ironically, the icon in Flight Sim 10 was the very first airplane I ever flew on stream, ever streamed ever. My very first stream ever was flying an icon. Here's the town of Avon. There's the big rail yard over there. There's Indy skyline over there. The Speedway Airport is just off our 11 o'clock. I believe. It's called Ronald Reagan. It's right off Ronald Reagan. There's that right there. There's the drag strip just off our nose there. Oh, there's the Speedway Airport. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a left-hand pattern for the east-west runway. I'm gonna land to the west. I'm gonna come around and come in for a downwind. Here we go. There's a bunch of roundabouts. And these are all warehouses right here, all of them. descend over, let's see, there's the racetrack right there. Make my base over these trailer houses right here. Getting a little too low. Gonna drop my landing gear. There we go. I have no flaps. I'm an idiot. Alright. My gear back up. Going around. Thought I had my flaps on a hotkey, and I guess I don't. I have to manually put them down. Back around. There we go. Alright. Had to do something and I lost. There it is. Lost where I was at. Alright. Come back in on the downwind here. There's a car just driving across the field right there. Alright. Enter my downwind here. There we go. I come over the trailer park here and drop my flaps. I'm just gonna dump them. Turn on all my lights, because I forgot to do that before we took off. Alright. And drop, oh crap, drop my gear, add some speed before I stall. Alright, I'm on base. This isn't going to be the prettiest landing, just so you know. I'm just happy to be here. Alright. Over top of Ronald Reagan. Glad this is a decently long runway. Throttle's out, flaps are down, gears down. Try to bleed off some of the speed before I touch down. There we go. Couldn't see over the nose. Whoa. There we go. There it is. Alright, this is Speedway Airport over, well, used to be over at Ronald Reagan area in North Avon, but this is now warehouses. Oh, crap. Alright. Look, there's still line guys here. These guys must be like mummies now. Am I going to do a UE? He's telling me to stop. I'm going to bring my flaps back up. And I'm going to take off backwards. Alright. And then there's a little grass strip at Reagan and 70. I think it's 70. Newbie landing. Stop. I don't. What the hell? What are you doing? I don't want you to do anything for me. I don't want my flaps. Alright, let's go. No, go. What are you doing? I don't want any kind of assistance. How do I turn off the stupid assistance? I hit something. Now I've got some sort of assistance on. Let's see. Escape. Let's see. Piece of crap. Alright, let's turn it back on. Alright. Hey, what's up? Having airplane troubles. I think it's user error. I think it's flight sim being stupid. It wants to help me, and I don't want the help. Alright, what I'm gonna do. Full throttle. No. Piece of shit. What if I get just enough speed to rotate? Looks like it. Alright. Come on. Thank you. Gear up. Anyways, like I was saying, there's a grass strip just north of here. We're gonna fly the drag strip though. We're going to buzz the drag strip. What are you doing? This game has so many bugs. Oh, it's because of my speed. There's a grass airstrip just north of here. I think it's a private airstrip. It's a newbie landing. There we go. And it's off of Reagan and I think 70 is what this is up here. There we go. We buzzed the drag strip. So we'll get back over to Reagan. Car is like driving through the grass over here. I think that's part of Reagan actually. Alright, where is... I think I passed it by a lot.
Indianapolis approach
I
icon
don't
Alpha Sierra
want to
X-ray
talk to
Golf
you.
Sierra is type icon 2 miles north of Tree Sierra Yankee 1,500 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
There, I turned the comm.
Squawk 4061 icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, I turned, where'd Reagan go? Okay, there's... I think Reagan just disappears into the
Clear
trees.
through the Charlie airspace icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Was this like mapped out before Reagan was completed? Where's 70? Oh, here we go. Okay, here's what I'm looking for, right here. Alright, so here's the bridge that goes over 70. And then, right there is the airfield. Right as soon as you get off the entrance. So I'm going to come back around and make a landing at that. And even though I'm not allowed to land at Eagle Creek Reservoir, I'm going to do it because who's going to stop me? Gear down, flaps down, let's go for it. Now let's see if this icon will let me take off out of here. Alright, I got to slip it. It won't let me slip it again. I'm going way too fast to make this landing. Let's go back around. I'm not going to do anything on the gear. I'll go way too fast for this landing gear. spaced a final turn. Try that again with a little bit of a wider pattern here. I don't want to stall the wings. Shallow on this one too. Heck, yeah, I'm not doing good today. Alright, let's bring the throttle back. Still high, still fast. I don't think I'm gonna make this one. Ooh, I'm not gonna make them trees. Let's get to Eagle Creek. Gear up. Flaps up. Let's go land in the water. Screw it. This thing wouldn't let me take off out of there anyways. So there's that one. Doing Eagle Creek because everybody knows about Eagle Creek. If you fly, you know about Eagle Creek. It's going to drop the water rudder. We don't need our landing gear. I've driven across this bridge quite a few times. Once we get our speed to where we want it, I'll start dropping flaps. Bring the nose up into the wide arc here. I know you can't tell by the way I'm flying now, but believe it or not, I did some flight training out of the airport there. Like I said, I'm not trying to do things right, I'm just sightseeing. This is glassy water. Damn. Alright, water rudder's down, gear is up for water landing. I don't know when I'm gonna hit, because this is some smooth water. There we go. Use that water rudder, and let's go. Alright, we're out of that. Just gonna bring our water rudder back up. Bring our flaps back up. Just join the pattern.
Indianapolis
Eagle
approach
Creek.
icon
Shut
Alpha
up.
Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type icon 1 miles west of Kilo Echo Yankee Echo 1,000 feet. Request flight following. Squawk 6074 icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Join the pattern at Eagle Creek, and then we'll depart to the north.
Roger, icon X-ray Golf Sierra. Indianapolis approach icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Through Charlie airspace icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
And then probably hit a couple more here in the north. might have found something. I don't know what it is. This was just a little thing looking on Google Maps for whatever this was. and find it on here. That's going to be the difficult part. See where this was. Hold on. lost it. There was what looked like an overgrown, abandoned racetrack. Like an oval, circular-ish racetrack. I was going to try to find it on here. And I completely lost where it was at. I forgot one down this way. Bank angle. There we go. Alright. I completely forgot about this one. We can't really land at this one. I can try to. There's still helicopters that go into it. I see them land there constantly. Military choppers, but civilians can't really land there. We're gonna go back down toward Indianapolis International. There's Eagle Creek. There's the Indy skyline. Yep, while we're going that direction, we'll go ahead and kind of cut our way this way. Go check out the other racetrack. We'll do a full-on tour. Indianapolis tour here. Why not? There's 465 right there. That is the normal person's Indy 500. There's just a big circle around the city, and everybody's driving at least 80. speedway at? Probably lost where I'm at. Let's see, need to find the speedway. I know. There it is. I knew I was close to it. Alright, we're gonna do our own little flyover. Needs to be a marching band, or we would march around this track. Here we go, our own little flyover.
.175 Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra. Goodbye. Indianapolis approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 900 feet.
Now that we're on this end of the city, we're going to go this direction. It's 465 again. Gain a little bit of altitude so I can see it, because I don't remember exactly where it's at. I think it's over here. I think it's right there at our 8 o'clock. I think that's it. Yeah, that's definitely it. I think. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it. That is Stout Field. It's a former military landing strip. You can see where it is in reference to, let me turn a little bit more. So the X right there is former runways. There's the airport right there. I can't really land there because they built warehouses on that. It's all military stuff. But helicopters will still land there. You can see the little gray landing pad right there for a helicopter. Back off on the throttle. Land on runway 32. Go ahead and drop my flaps. There we go. See them come down. There we go. Gonna drop my gear. Gear is down. Alright, flaps down, gears down, water rudder is up. Rear VFR, we got side of the runway. A little bit fast. We're good on altitude. We got plenty of runway length. I think this runway is like 72-ish. I know the parallels are 10 and 11,000. This one's just over 7,000 feet long. I'm gonna land long too, so I'm gonna go down to the FBO at the other end there. The fast MD-11. Gonna float this all the way down because why not? There's the old terminal ramp there. That's what terminal used to be, and then they built the new one down there. Bounced it, but it wasn't too bad. I'll roll up to the next one here. A little squirrely on the nose. I think there's some crosswind. Here's our turn off right here. Apply some brakes. Our flaps up. exit light while we're at it. Crooked like this. There we go. Awesome. So we've parked ourselves crooked on the ramp. Piss off the line guys. That's good. Strobe off, nav light off, taxi light off, landing light off, flaps are up. Gear is in the down position, which we're on land, so that's good. Props off, batteries off. Good to go. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna. Here we go. Come on, back to main menu. Yes. There. I don't want to get copyright problems. Anyways, well, thanks for joining me. Where's the... Okay, anyways, I probably get copyright on the end of the video here. But anyways, thanks for joining me on the flight. Hope you enjoyed it. Join me tomorrow for Farming Sim. Be sure to check out YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, as always, geek out, aviators. Bye-bye.